It was a rare moment of joy and unity for a conflict-ravaged country. Tens of thousands of Iraqi revelers poured onto the streets of Baghdad yesterday in celebration of their national soccer team. Iraq took the Asian Cup in a 1-0 victory over Saudi Arabia, but despite a government ban on celebratory gunfire, 4 fans were killed by stray bullets. Joining us this morning with more is the president of the Iraqi Canadian Society, Jina el-Swaidi. And Ms. el-Swaidi, it's so good to have you here.
Thank you. Good morning.
You were watching this, weren't you, with your 16-year-old daughter?
Yes, it was a full day yesterday. We woke up very early in the morning, as did a lot of Iraqi people here in Toronto. They lined up to get into a hall to watch the game early in the morning at 8:30, which it started at 8:30.
You are an Iraqi Canadian. Your daughter, however, was born here. So lessons for her. I'm sure you had a lot to say about national pride and a lot of other things as you watched together with her.
Yes, there were a lot. She was born here. She's never been to Iraq. However, yesterday she really did feel the Iraqi sentiments when the team won, the Iraqi team won. There were over about 400 people in the hall watching the game. Their ages were from the very young to the very old.
I think one fan said it best. He said these players did what politicians couldn't do. They unified the country because you had Shia, Sunni, and Kurdish players working together for a common goal.
Yes, that's correct. And yesterday, when the game was showing and the celebration thereafter, that really lasted up until about 11 o'clock at night, that was the theme of the whole celebration, that the Iraqis are unified and Iraqis are Iraqis.
Sport somehow has a way of doing that. It really does, bringing people together. There's nothing like sport. Creed is thrown out the window, race is thrown out the window, religion is thrown out the window. I was thinking about a couple of sports figures, Michael Jordan being one, who, in the face of his father's death, played, I think, probably one of the best NBA games of his life. And Brett Favre, another, in the face of his father dying, a mentor, going out on a Monday night and still throwing that football and winning that game. These players faced so much. Some of them have lost family members, but yet they went out and they did what they had to do. There's a fortitude, isn't there?
Yes, it's a sentiment that comes from inside the heart, from the heart, the real sentiment that they really want to win and to show they are Iraqis. There's no difference between any sect and the Iraqi community.
And through it all, they wore black armbands to commemorate what was a black cloud over this tournament, the semifinal where 50 people were killed.
Yes, that's true, and we mustn't forget those people who were killed and their families. Some very young ones were killed when they were celebrating.
Do you think anybody really expects that this win, albeit amazing, will change what's going on in your home country?
Let's hope, if that's how the Iraqi people feel, and that's what they showed yesterday during the celebrations, really let's hope that Iraq will go back to normal.
And I guess for you, for all of us, it was nice to see the young people especially celebrate and smile, because for many young people in Iraq especially, their youth has been stolen.
Yes, there are generations in Iraq that really have never celebrated. They've never seen the celebrations that we take for granted here. There were young people there yesterday at the celebrations that were born here of Iraqi parents. They don't even speak Arabic, yet they were celebrating.
Yet they were celebrating,
yes.
And do you share these stories with your daughter? Do you point these things out to her?
Yes, I do.
Yes, how does she respond? She's here in Canada with so much opportunity, so much to live for, yet I'm sure she watches the news. I'm sure you tell her what's going on. How does that go over?
She tries to get involved, and she helps and works in the community, as many Iraqi children, many Canadian Iraqi children born of Iraqi parents here do.
When's the last time you've been back?
1980.
1980?
Yes.
That's a long time. Do you still have family there?
Some relatives.
And you must worry about them?
Everybody worries about their families. Everybody has families back home.
But what a reason to celebrate, at least for a little bit.
Yes, they really held our heads up high, and the Iraqi people got together and were unified yesterday.
Well, hopefully it's a glimpse of what Iraq can be in the future.
Hopefully.
Ms. el-Swaidi, so good to have you here.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
After the break, tapping into a virtual trend. Social networking sites are popping up everywhere on the internet, and the latest ones